Hi, welcome to IKEA. I'm Bo. What would you like to build today? If you can't figure it out, our experts here at IKEA are here to help you. Might we suggest building a banger today? That's what we think would be a good idea. Press yes or no to continue. All right, my friends, let's build a banger. Is this going to be the illest Odd1sOut video ever? This is his latest 9-minute long banger. And guys, I've said this before, I think James only gets better and better with time. I have full faith that the IKEA experience is an absolute banger. And who is more qualified to give a review of it than me? I'm waiting.
Where is he at?
No one? Oh, okay, then let's do it.
The IKEA experience! What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick?
I know this is gonna be a short video, but still, I'll put the theme song in just for old time's sake. RobertIDK, TheOdd1sOut, 1, 2, 3, theme song.
Sometimes I feel like the odd one out. No one knows what I'm talking about. So I just go and take a trip to Subway. Some things may keep me awake at night. Board games, my awful roommates and life. So I'll recline and go online. With the odd ones out, I'll laugh a million times.
I'm terrible at decorating.
Same.
Not in the sense that I have terrible taste, but rather I'm terrible doing anything. I have this debilitating habit where right before I hang a picture up on a wall, I'll go, yeah, this spot is perfect.
What if?
I'll just set this on the floor real quick so I remember this is the spot I'm going to hang it up.
No!
And then that picture will stay on the floor for 6 months.
No,
Until I
James!
finally do hang it up, which takes less than 5 minutes to do so. Sometimes though, I'll get
Oh
into
my gosh, I lived with a guy one time who we ordered a bunch of posters when we first moved in together. We each ordered like 10 posters to put up. I put my posters up the day they arrived, and then he had his posters sitting on the floor of his room for the rest of the year. And when I would call him out on it, he'd be like, dude, I've got work, I'm too busy. You're not too busy to put up posters! It doesn't take that long, you lazy Neanderthal! Put up your posters! Yeah, if you find yourself doing this, please don't. Put up your posters, bro.
which takes less than 5 minutes to do so. Sometimes though, I'll get into a home decoration overhaul kind of mood.
Let's go.
Like recently, I've come into the possession of 30 Warrior Cat books. Somehow. And instead of putting them in a closet next to my 30 Animorph books, I decided it was finally time to buy a bookshelf and put all of my classic literature neatly on display. After perusing multiple furniture websites and getting overwhelmed with the massive amount of choices and styles,
Let's just go to
and letting
IKEA.
My friends, you're probably wondering why I'm on the floor. And it's because we're doing something a little bit different right now. As you can see, we have changed up the set a little bit. The set is now under construction. I wasn't happy with how the set was looking, and I decided it is time for renovation. As you guys know, I love me some fun lights, Aurora Borealis. Look at that wall, you see? You can see it again. But it is time for something new. And so, I was wondering, where should I go to find new products to design my set with? Huh? That's right, my friends. Temu sponsored this video, and they sent me a bunch of stuff to decorate the set with.
Yes, thank you to Temu for sponsoring this video. And guys, they didn't just send me free Aurora Borealis. It gets better. Did you know that users of the Temu app can get free gifts? Free gifts! Yes, completely free gifts. And this isn't just some trash, okay? This isn't just some free trash. This is some of Temu's most popular items that you can get completely for free. The Temu goats, one might say. You can get them completely free with a qualifying in-app purchase. All you gotta do is have the Temu app and use my promo code KBB3499. Put it into the search bar, not the checkout. Not the checkout, the search bar to get your free items. Also, if you are a Temu app user, you can get a $20 off coupon with no minimum order. Oh my gosh, that's epic. If you like the sound of any of that, click on the link in the description, get the Temu app, and let's get Temu-tastic, baby.
Wow, oh my gosh. Yeah, I ordered a lot of stuff. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, finally, some lights. Bam, a flashlight. I guess that's not for the set. Bam, that is for the set. Bam, bam. Some of these things aren't actually for the set. They told me to just order a certain amount of stuff. And so I got like all the cool lights I could. And then I got other fun things like how to draw anything. I don't know how to draw, so I'd love to know how to draw anything. Bam, this is another projector light Aurora Borealis. Bam, these will look a lot cooler when I actually set them up. And then this is an ab roller, and that's for Lola's benefit only because I will have abs. And then look at the animals. Oh my god, they're so cute. You like the silly animal, Lola? Like the silly animal? Oh. Then we got a lint roller, and we got how to understand the Bible when you're just starting. I'm not just starting, but it's always good to understand. Okay, I'm gonna unwrap some of this stuff and we're gonna get it set up. Okay, I opened this stuff up and we have a little bit of setting up to do. I got these glowy Orby boys that are gonna be fun. This is like a whole new Aurora Borealis, though it's way smaller than my other Aurora Borealis. As you can see, it comes with a remote. Lots of different modes. I vibe with this one personally. And then I got this goofy boy, which also does different stuff. So yeah, me and Lola are gonna get all this set up and have some fun with it.
Thank you again. The set looks better now, and it's all thanks to Temu. Now let's continue.
I had a sudden moment of clarity. I am spending more time thinking about shelves than I've ever wanted to in my entire life. I just need something to hold my cat books. Why am I overcomplicating this? I should check old reliable IKEA.
Yeah!
Ooh, this looks nice. The calyx. Now, I could just pay to have this thing
All right, the calyx. Great YouTuber, by the way. I think. I never really watched him. This is the Hrogston. This is the Hrogston from IKEA. I actually don't know if this is IKEA or if this is Amazon. I don't know, and I don't care. You know why? Because I have autism and ADHD, and I don't think that hard about decoration. I'm sorry. Guys, if you want my set to get an overhaul, ask Lola to do it, okay? Ask Lola in the comments for the redesign, okay?
Now, I could just pay to have this thing delivered straight to my door.
Yes.
Or I could go on a fun adventure filled with meatballs.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more fun going to IKEA gets. Any piece of furniture you can possibly imagine is at IKEA. With a ridiculous name.
No.
In my head, this was going to be the quickest IKEA trip of my life. I would eat some meatballs that are so delicious you don't even need spaghetti to go with them. Then I would find my—
You know what's crazy is I feel like me and James go to the same IKEA. It just kind of hit me that me and James probably go to the same IKEA. I would lose my mind if I saw— Okay, sorry.
You don't even need spaghetti to go with them. Then I would find my calyx and take it home. If I had two birds right now,
I would have
totally
one stone.
kill them with one stone.
One stone.
Or meatball. But if you know anything about IKEA, a quick IKEA trip
doesn't exist.
Is an oxymoron. The first red flag that this trip was going awry was that as I was standing in the checkout line—
Yeah, quick IKEA trips don't exist because the store is designed to make you walk through the whole thing. There's no, hey, where's the this section? Oh yeah, that's in section 7. You have to walk through section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to get to 7. Oh, thanks. 30 minutes later, oh, I got my light bulbs. Great. Why did I go to IKEA for this?
The first red flag that this trip was going awry was that as I was standing in the checkout line with my food on my lunch tray, I couldn't help but notice that even though I asked for the 12 meatball meal, I only counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 meatballs on my plate. Now I had to ask myself an important question. Am I the type of guy who will step out of line, walk back to the server, and say, I don't know how you Swedes count, but here in the States—
No!
And before I even finished the hypothetical, I figured, no, I'm not that type of guy. But then,
Good.
More minor inconveniences kept happening. After I completed my incomplete meal, I went to fill up my water bottle at one of those water filling stations. But when I put my bottle in, the flow of water, curved to the side, but then when I moved my bottle over to where the water was going, it wouldn't be under the sensor, so I had to do this whole dance where I kept activating and moving my water bottle.
Man, what game does this look like? This looks like Papers, Please or something. What does this... This looks like WarioWare is what this looks like. Banger art style, bro.
So I had to do this whole dance where I kept activating and moving my water bottle, and by the time my bottle was half full, I remember thinking,
I'm soaked.
I wish this machine just didn't work. Because then I would just go, oh, guess it doesn't work. But now it's making me work for my hydration.
Yeah.
But whatever. This is all just part of the IKEA experience. And why it's such a magical place.
Woo!
Right? I skipped grabbing a shopping cart and started blazing through all the neatly designed showrooms that I'm usually a huge sucker for. Wow. I wish my bedroom looked like a Scandinavian child's bedroom.
I'm
not doing any of that today. I had one item on my mind, and that was the one and only, easy to pronounce, calyx.
The calyx.
Now imagine my surprise when I turned a corner and saw an entire showroom called the Calyx Collection.
Whoa.
Maybe if I had been more observant and saw the giant calyx display at the front of the store, or just looked on the website for 2 more seconds, I would have learned that calyx is
calyx.
Like the name of a type of bookshelf. And they come in all these different shapes.
Whoa! Is this a calyx? See, the whole time, guys, I thought this was is what I thought this was. But turns out this might actually be a calyx. This kind of looks like a calyx. And I'm not talking about a calico cut pants jeans. I'm not talking about calico cut pants, or I'm not talking about a calico cat. I'm talking about a calico.
And they come in all these different shapes and sizes, and oh no, I'm overwhelmed with choices again. I saw they were also selling these cubbies that could go into the shelves.
A cubby
and I
cart?
thought, now I gotta get a cart. If you don't know, IKEA is a one-way street. Arrows illuminate the floor, indicating the flow of traffic.
Yep.
And even though I was robbed of a meatball, I was still willing to respect the rules of the road, and I did a full lap around the store.
Let's go.
And I'm super glad I put in the work to fill up my water bottle, because this mega store was a lot more mega than I remember. I kept following the arrows, but I swear they were making me go in circles. I am not surprised that there is a never-ending IKEA SCP, because as you walk through a regular IKEA, you definitely get worried that this place will never end.
Did you say SEP or SCP? SCP-3008, Object Class Euclid. The retail park containing SCP-3008 has been purchased by the Foundation and converted into Site Black Square. SCP-3008 is a large retail unit previously owned by and branded as IKEA, a popular furniture retail chain. A person entering SCP-3008 through the main entrance and then passing out of sight of the doors will find themselves translocated to SCP-3008-1. This displacement will typically go unnoticed, as no change will occur from the perspective of the victim. They will generally not become aware until they try to return to the entrance. SCP-3008-1 is a space resembling the inside of an IKEA furniture store, extending far beyond the limits of what could physically be contained within the dimensions of the retail unit. Current measurements indicate an area of at least 10 kilometers squared, with no visible external terminators detected in any direction. Inconclusive results from the use of laser rangefinders has led to the speculation that the space may be infinite. SCP-3008-1 is inhabited by an unknown number of civilians trapped within prior to containment. Gathered data suggests they have formed a rudimentary civilization within SCP-3008-1, including the construction of settlements and fortifications for the purpose of defending against SCP-3008-2. SCP-3008-2 are humanoid entities that exist within SCP-3008-1. While superficially resembling humans, they possess exaggerated and inconsistent bodily proportions, often described as being too short or too tall. They possess no facial features and in all observed cases wear a yellow shirt and blue trousers consistent with the IKEA employee uniform. SCP-3008-1 has a rudimentary day-night cycle determined by the overhead lighting within the space activating and deactivating at times consistent with the opening and closing times of the original retail store. During the night instances, SCP-3008-2 will become violent towards all other life forms within SCP-3008-1. During these bouts of violence, they have been heard to vocalize phrases in English that are typically variations of, "The store is now closed, please exit the building." Once day begins, SCP-3008-2 instances immediately become passive and begin moving through SCP-3008-1 seemingly at random. They are unresponsive to questioning or other verbal cues in this state, though will react violently if attacked. SCP-3008-1 is known to have one or more exits located within, though these exits do not appear to have a fixed position, making it difficult to leave SCP-3008-1 once inside. Using any other door besides the main entrance to enter the structure or breaking through the walls of the retail unit leads into the non-anomalous interior of the original store. Since containment began, 14 individuals have managed to exit SCP-3008. Following extensive debriefing, all individuals have been administered amnestics and released. Have there been any incidences reported? Oh yes, there have. Incident 3008-1. At 0 hour 37 minutes on insert date here, a human male exited SCP-3008 followed 10 seconds later by an instance of SCP-3008-2. SCP-3008-2 caught and killed the man before itself being terminated by armed response personnel. This incident represents the only time an instance of SCP-3008-2 has been seen exiting SCP-3008. A full autopsy on the corpse was performed. See 3008-2 autopsy log for more details. The man was carrying an IKEA branded journal seeming to document his time on SCP-3008-1, transcribed below. Bruh. I ain't reading all that. Thank you, Cameron, for adding in pictures and editing that whole segment. I told Cameron to edit that segment the way that he edits his videos over on his channel. He recently started a channel about D&D called Dungeon Sonus, where he reads out D&D related novels and content and does other things related to D&D. If you want to check him out, this is the name of his channel. Thank you for editing that part for me, Cameron. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Back to the video.
I am not surprised that there is a never-ending IKEA SCP, because as you walk through a regular IKEA, you definitely get worried that this place will never end. But the real problem going through all the showrooms twice was that it doubled my chances to see a piece of furniture and go, I want it. Oh, I actually could use that. I want it. There has got to be a Swedish word for going to IKEA for one item and then leaving with $1,000 worth of furniture. There was an end table.
Yes, it's is actually the word for that. It's a Swedish word. Is what it is. I think PewDiePie screamed it in one of his Amnesia Let's Plays, actually, when he got scared. Barrel!
There was an end table that I swear had a spotlight shining directly on it. I could hear Swedish angels singing.
Wow.
This end table would be perfect for my printer, which is currently on the floor.
Yeah, pick it up.
After 2 laps of the showroom, I headed to the giant warehouse to pick up my stuff. And there were these shelf dividers I wanted, which were ironically at the very back of this long shelf themselves.
Oh no.
And by this point in my journey, I was kind of done playing by IKEA's rules.
Climb
so I
it!
just
Climb
climbed up
it!
in there and got him myself. What was I supposed to do? Ask someone for help and make them crawl up in there? No. Now, that amazing end table that I wanted for my printer had to be picked up in the order pickup area for some reason. I guess they had it in these...
Oh no. See, that is how your hour-and-a-half trip to IKEA turns into a 2.5-hour trip to IKEA. And that is when your soul truly perishes. That is when your soul fully leaves your body. When you are trying to go to IKEA for 45 minutes, then you go there for an hour and a half, and then you have to go to order pickup zone and wait in a line like that, and then the person there answers 3 phone calls while they're trying to help you, and then they have to go somewhere else and then come back. They disappear for 15 minutes, and you've spent a whole other hour picking up your order. Oh my gosh, the absolute pain and misery. Try to avoid doing that. To all my homies, please try to avoid doing that. It is pain, and you will die.
Had to be picked up in the order pickup area for some reason. I guess they had it in the super secret employee-only warehouse. So I showed the guy my receipt, and my name appeared on a screen, along with an estimated time my order would be ready, which was in 10 minutes. So I waited 10 minutes.
It won't be.
And the guy
It won't be.
never called my name. And I thought, I'm not bothered by this.
I told you.
It was an estimate.
I told you.
It's fine being a few minutes
I told you guys.
Then more time passed. And by this point, it had been 10 minutes
I told
after my
you.
estimated 10-minute wait time. So I go up to the guy and said, listen, I can let the meatball slide.
But this.
Did you forget about me? And he was like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting on someone who can operate a forklift. Do you want me to climb up there? I added 45 minutes to my quickest IKEA trip.
I told you guys. Listen, I tried to load my videos with advice, practical advice for you people. Don't go to the order pickup zone in IKEA. Figure out another way. There are other ways. You can still be happy. You don't have to live like this. I don't want to see another one of my friends suffer. Do not go there. Don't do anything that requires you to go to the order pickup zone of IKEA. I am begging you.
I added 45 minutes to my quickest IKEA trip to get something I came into the store not originally wanting. I didn't even measure if my printer would fit, so I was kind of taking a gamble there. But good news, it totally fits.
Oh, barely.
However, even with all those minor inconveniences I had to deal with, something happened in that IKEA that really stuck out to me and, dare I say, made the whole trip worth it.
What?
After I had done my first lap of the showroom and
You
secured
got
a shopping
recognized?
cart.
Did he get recognized by a sweet person?
Oh, Mr. Odd1sOut, my little Billy loves your videos.
Sorry, I'm gonna shut up and keep watching.
After I had done my first lap of the showroom and secured a shopping cart, I saw this middle-aged woman with who I'm assuming was her mom in a wheelchair, and she was grabbing all these small items in her bare hands.
You helped her?
And even though I had traveled very far for this shopping cart, I asked her, "Do you need a shopping cart?" "Oh, yes, that would be very helpful, thank you." I'm doing a voice. That's not how she sounded. After I gave her mine, I did just turn around and went against the flow of traffic to grab another shopping cart. I'm only running on 11 meatballs here. I'm not doing that a third time. But then later, when I was down in the warehouse, I was about to put this big box into my cart when that same woman just so happened to be there and asked, "Do you need any help?" And it made me realize that a simple act of kindness can be so meaningful to someone that it can completely change the type of day they're having.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I did end up putting that box back because I realized it was in the wrong color. I'm sorry for making you crawl up in there, Grandma. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in decorating our room.
Well, that is nice. That is very nice. That happens to me at the gym sometimes. I go to a gym in Los Angeles, California, where a lot of social climbing losers who want to look cool to the rest of the world go. And a lot of them are selfish people who do not care about other people. They just care about how other people think of them. Anyways, at that gym, sometimes there are old ladies who will have walkers or something else, and they are going to the gym and like struggling because they have to like, there's a bunch of meatheads using all the weights, and then the old lady will like need to get a weight. And so I will always spot those moments and run and like grab the weights for them and make sure they don't have to do that, and make sure that I help them with the things that are 10 times harder for them than they should be for someone else, because that's what you should do as a human. That's like what humans should do in general. I love helping out old ladies. It makes me feel good inside. And a little life hack, being nice to others actually makes you feel better. I wish the entire world realized this, but if you can believe it, some people still aren't getting it.
If you ain't got it by now, then you just ain't getting it.
If you see an old lady struggling, help her, okay? That's my point.
Sometimes we get so wrapped up in decorating our room or scrolling on our phone that we forget the real world is out there. So go out and do something nice for someone today. It'll make both of you feel a lot better.
Yes.
And if you have any pictures just leaning up against a wall,
Put them up.
go hang them up right now. It'll take like 2 seconds.
Yo, I agree. I agree with all of that. And also, shout out Swoosh. Bro throwing in a little Swoosh cameo at the end. I vibe with that heavily. Was this the best Odd1sOut video ever? I don't know. It was a slapper. It was an absolute slapperino. No contest. And if you don't want to stop watching our Odd1sOut reviews, here's a whole playlist of times we looked at the Odd1sOut videos. Make sure you have seen every video in this series. If you are not caught up, you are missing out. There's more fun to be had. Watch them. Here's the last one we did. Here's his channel. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.